Welcome back. If you still don't know me by now, I am Chef Gemini, and this is my show, Single, Broken, Hungry.
It's Single, Broken, Hungry.
Chef Gemini, whipping up pastries, show you how to save dough and make the food tasty.
Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry. Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry.
Chef Gemini, single, broken, hungry. Eat like a king, it won't take much money.
Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry. Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry.
When she steps in the kitchen, she's on a mission, sauteing veggies that sure to be nutritious.
Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry. Chef Gemini, it's Single, Broken, Hungry.
Come get a plate, fry, grilled, or bake. She can slice and dice or put icing on your cake.
Chef Gemini.
Today, I'm gonna be making for you a delicious almond baked chicken salad. I'm gonna top it off with a homemade mango poppy seed vinaigrette. I'm gonna bake off some pita chips to serve with it. The first thing to make in this salad is that we have to bake the chicken. And to make that, here's the mise en place. I have 2 chicken breasts, 2 eggs, and some flour. Also, a little bit of pepper and some salt. The first thing to make the chicken is that we have to clean it. So I'm gonna take my chicken breast that I have here, and I'm gonna cut off the fat, just like that. On both sides. Get this one too. Go. That's clean. I'm gonna go ahead and crack my egg. Just like that. Mix it with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt here. Salt and pepper my flour. Let's go ahead and mix my eggs together, just like that. And then go ahead and mix in that pepper and that salt in my flour. There we go, perfect. Since we're baking the chicken, I always like to sear my chicken on both sides before I throw it in the oven. So over here on my stovetop, I already have a large skillet on high, waiting for some oil to be added to it soon. And over here, I have my oven preheated on 350 degrees. Now, to bake the chicken, the first thing I wanna do is I'm gonna salt both sides of my chicken, just like this. And then I'm gonna stick it in my flour, just like that. And then my egg, like this. And then back into my flour again. And the reason for that is because if I just stick my chicken breast into my egg and only my flour, when I bake this, I'm just gonna have chicken breast with skin on the outside. It has nothing to stick to. It's just gonna fall right off. I know you've seen that before. So that's the little trick that you wanna do. You always wanna put it in the flour, and then the egg, and then the flour again. Or if you have breadcrumbs, for example. So flour, both sides, just like that. My egg, both sides. And then my flour again. There we go. Perfect. Now, before we bake the chicken, like I said, we have to sear it. So I have my pan here, I'm gonna add some oil. Let it get nice and hot. And I'm gonna take my chicken breast on one side, just like that. And let that get nice and golden and crispy on one side, and then we're gonna flip it. Check it again. Yeah, that's something I'm looking for, just like that. So this deserves a nice flip. Get some more oil, flip it. Get that nicely. Let's check the big one. There we go, perfect. And flip. Let me check it. Oh, that one looks nice. Perfect. Check the small one. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my baking sheet. I have here on line with aluminum foil, nice spray. Do not want this to stick. Go ahead and turn my stovetop off. Place my chicken breast just like that. And we're gonna throw this in our preheated oven. Remember, it's on 350, and I'm probably gonna bake it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, the next step is baking the pita chips. The mise en place for that is I have here 2 pita pockets, vegetable oil, salt, dried basil flakes, and I have here fresh parsley flakes. Now, you're more than welcome to use dry parsley flakes, but I personally like to use fresh ones. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix a ½ cup of my vegetable oil together with a ½ teaspoon of salt, just like that. A ½ teaspoon of my dried basil flakes, just like that. And I'm gonna mix 1 full teaspoon of my fresh parsley flakes in there. Just give it a nice mix. And I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna brush both sides of my pita pockets, just like this. You know, even get the sides if you like. There we go. Perfect. And I'm gonna do the other one just like that. The sides of this one. And there we go. Before I bake the chips, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my pocket into 8 slices, just like this, and throw them onto my baking sheet. That I have here aligned with aluminum foil. 6, 7, 8. I'll go ahead and do the other one just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into my oven with my chicken. Now remember, the chicken needs about 5 to 10 minutes, and right now it has like 5 minutes left. It's on 350 degrees, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there with my chicken, and that's probably all the time you need, is about 5 minutes to bake the chips. Now it's time to make the most important part of the salad, the dressing. Here I have 1 cup of mango juice, 1 cup of vegetable oil, my poppy seeds, I have some sugar, and I also have a little bit of salt. In my food processor, I'm gonna go ahead and add my 1 cup of mango juice. Put all that in there. 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 cup of poppy seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. As that's going, I'm gonna take my 1 full cup of vegetable oil and pour it in there nice and slowly. It'll get nice and thick. Got all of it. Let it go for a little bit. And that's it. That is your mango poppy seed vinaigrette. I'm gonna remove it. Make sure I hold this piece because it will fall out. Just like that, get all of it. And then add it to my bottle. Doesn't that look delicious? There we go. Now that the dressing is finished, there are a few more steps that we must complete before we assemble our salad. But first, I'm gonna remove my pita chips from my oven. These are definitely finished. Nice and crispy. Now we want these pita chips to cool before I add them to my salad because I don't want to add hot bread to my cold crispy salad. There we go. I'm going to take the same tray and I'm going to add some toasted almonds. And throw these back into the oven. And then remove my chicken. Because we also want this to cool. So I'm not adding hot chicken to my cold crispy salad. I've already removed my almonds from the oven. I'm gonna let that sit aside and cool. While that's cooling, along with my chicken, I'm gonna take my bib lettuce that I have here, nice big leaves, and start to assemble my salad. Some of this. There we go. Let's do like 3 leaves. Nice big ones. Just like that. I'm gonna take my leaf lettuce. Let's do about 1, 2 leaves. Just like that. Right there. Now, I want some onion, but I don't want a lot of onion. So I've actually taken this and I've quartered it, and I just take off the skin, just like that. And it's gonna look like this. So I actually want to take only 1 layer of this, which I've already peeled off. And I'm gonna cut along the veins, just like that. Very tiny. I'm gonna do a small dice. Just like that. Take it. Right on top of my salad. There we go. See that? Now, I love cucumber, so I'm gonna add cucumber to the salad, but I want it to look fancy, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take my peeler, peel one side, go exactly on the other side, just like that, and then go in between, like that, and then like that. This, and I'm gonna cut on a bias, just 1, 2. Nice and thin. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice and pretty. You can add it any way you want. I'm gonna fan mine out like that. And then let's add some peaches. I have some sliced peaches here. Don't want them real big. So I'll just take that. You can fan it out like this as well. See how that's coming together? Let's take 1 more peach. Fan it out. Like this. It's looking good. Now, I want to add a little bit of carrot, so I'm just going to cut this carrot in half, peel out what I don't want outside, peel that off. Now, getting to the good stuff, I'm going to go right on top of my salad, just like that. Some carrots. There we go. And that's it. This is our cold stuff, and then I'm gonna add my chicken and my almonds almonds, and my dressing. Now that the chicken breast is nice and cool, go ahead and take it. I'm gonna cut it on a bias just like that. Yes. Nice and juicy. You can cut this up into strips. You can cut it into chunks, just like this. It's easier to eat. You can do something like this. Go ahead and do that. There we go, nice crispy chicken. I'm gonna add one more strip. I like a lot of chicken on my salad. There we go. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add our mango poppy seed vinaigrette right on my chicken and my salad, like that. And then I'm gonna add my almonds because I didn't wanna add my almonds in the dressing because who wants soggy almonds? So let's go ahead and add some of these, just like that. And we can't forget about our pita chips. Let's go right here on the side, like that. Beautiful. Now, a dish is never complete unless the chef tastes it. So I'm gonna get some of this chicken with my mango poppy seed dressing and some lettuce. There we go. I'm speechless. Delicious. I wish you were here to join it with me. Hold on one second. Very good, very, very good. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this salad. And if you want to check me out on any other recipes, just type in Single Broken Hungry on YouTube or go on Facebook and type in ChefHemneye. You can check me out there.
You were cooking with the best, and you were rocking with the chef.